Hi, my name is Robert Chelle with Chelle Law, and I'm an attorney that assists dental associates with employment contract and independent contractor agreement issues. Today I'm going to talk about a DSO employment contract guide. So what are some things you need to think about if you're about to sign an employment contract with a DSO or DSO affiliated practice? So what is a DSO? It's a dental service organization, and they essentially, many states will not allow the ownership of a dental practice by a non-dentist, and so a DSO is a way for people to manage and profit off of a dental practice without actual ownership. And they have been gobbling up a bunch of smaller dentist-owned offices and combining so that they have many locations throughout a city or a state. And anytime you are working for a DSO, which is maybe private equity backed or venture capital backed, there's a little more profit motivation, I would say, a little more standardization of how things are done. And so let's kind of work through the differences. First, most DSOs will pay a base salary instead of either doing a percentage of collections. Some of them will do a daily rate, but you won't find as many opportunities in a DSO where they're splitting some of the profits with the dental associate. Now, sometimes that can be good, sometimes that can be bad. It would depend upon the volume of your office, how many other dental associates are in the office with you that you're kind of fighting for over who gets the patients. So it's more likely that if you join a DSO, it'll be some kind of guaranteed base salary, maybe like a smaller productivity incentive on a quarterly or annual basis, but they're much less likely to compensate via percentage of collections. The benefits will or could be much better because the DSOs assist in with the benefits. They have kind of a larger organization simply has more leverage in negotiating better benefits. You'll probably get health, vision, dental, life, retirement, disability, when as a dental associate, many times you won't get, or at least you won't get many of those if you're just working for a smaller dentist-owned practice. The schedule and I guess perhaps call responsibilities, although that's relatively small for a dentist. But the schedule is probably I guess control would be the biggest drawbacks that I find. And when I talk to many dental associates, they find that they get less time off. They have to work a little bit more, maybe go over, if there's a spillover of patients. So that's one thing that some people I find are a little, I guess slightly unhappy with. The culture is just a little bit different in a DSO affiliated practice. As I said before, things are standardized. So, not everything works the same for every office. And so a marketing scheme that might work in one place might not work the same in another, or the workflow or the efficiencies or how they utilize the dental assistants or the hygienists. It needs to change from office to office, but when you're working for a DSO, sometimes it's a one size fits all type situation, and they're maybe not maximizing each practice themselves. They're just saying, these are what we do, and it doesn't matter what the market is or what your patient population is or what your payer mix is. So that can be frustrating for some dental associates as well. I mean, is it bad to work for them? No, it's just some people don't enjoy working for corporate dental, whereas another dentist might not care at all. And then the other big difference would be, when you join a dentist-owned practice, there's always, or at least there could be, a potential for partnership down the road. So you could buy in, become a shareholder, however you want to characterize it. Whereas if you're working at a DSO organization, generally you are not going to have partnership opportunities down the road, or at least it's less likely that you would versus just joining a smaller dentist-owned practice. All right, that's a little bit about DSO employment contracts. If you have any questions about your employment agreement or independent contractor agreement, feel free to contact my law firm at the information listed below in the description. And I appreciate you watching the video. All right, thanks. Take care.